It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we... Now, he can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, McCarthy. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, he motivated.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got an injury here, and I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice.
And a loose football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That one complete to Horsted. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Young now from the 50. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. It's Young on 1st down. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st and 10, Young fighting him off, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Jones diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, what? All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready?
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he loses the football a second time.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Young will set to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here is Young. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Okay, right.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shot. 17. Set.
A first down throw for Young. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
It'll be Young again. And this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Young on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch in. And we're back now in Charlotte.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Right back to Hubbard.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward.
Touchdown!
Jonathan Mingo.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle.
He'll get it up near midfield at a 49 before being taken down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's a jet sweep. This is Addison. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And inside give to Jones. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That is caught. And some space here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Young.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd and 6.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Josie Jewell on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. And a Viking.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.